Good morning. It's Saturday, July 19th, and I am really glad that President Trump is the president. And I'm glad because he does things that gives me opportunities to talk about actions that are unnecessary and sometimes downright stupid. But the latest action is another thing that Donald Trump is famous for. He sticks his nose in where it doesn't belong. So the president went out to San Francisco, I believe it is. And what is he doing out there? He is planning to reopen Alcatraz. Now, we all know what Alcatraz was. It was a very famous prison. And Nancy Pelosi has called Trump's plan to reopen Alcatraz as the stupidest initiative yet. And why does he want to reopen Alcatraz? Do we need more prison space in the United States? Alcatraz right now is a tourist attraction. And the money that is generated for people visiting Alcatraz is in the millions of dollars that goes into San Francisco's coffers, as they say. So why? Why in the world would the president decide that he has to reopen Alcatraz? Aren't there enough prisons in the United States? And why would we cater to the criminal community and reopen a nice prison for them? So he more visiting Alcatraz. And the state and local leaders are slamming the idea. It's called Trump's stupidest initiative yet. And that's pretty strong wording for somebody that has had plenty of stupid ideas in the past. So the committees in the California area are expecting that there's going to be some form of legislation that would be passed by the House of Representatives that would pave the way for Alcatraz to reopen. But such a bill hasn't been introduced yet, and it's expected to end the environmental protections for Alcatraz and take away the National Park Service control of the site. Now, why in the world do we need to reopen a prison? Don't we have better things to do with our money? So Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office confirmed that Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Interior Secretary Doug Burgum will be in Alcatraz Thursday to announce plans to reopen the federal penitentiary. And Pelosi called it the stupidest initiative yet, as I said before. And it should concern everybody that there is no intellectual resource that this administration is using to have a really, really good reason to open this prison. This prison should be used for decades-old fictional Hollywood movies. It shouldn't be used to imprison anybody anymore. And President Trump talked about rendering the new facility, reopening it in May, and redecorating it, and making it a place of luxury, perhaps. Why are we wasting our money? Don't we have enough prison space already? He claims that Alcatraz is a symbol of law and order. And yes, it was. And yet it will always be a symbol of law and order. But does that mean it has to be reopened? And he wants this to show the world that he's being tough tough on crime. And he said Alcatraz works in its day, and it's time to bring it back to counter urban crime. But this, make no mistake, this is a photo op. This is a publicity stunt. This is a tour in order to capture the image of the president in San Francisco on Alcatraz, declaring that President Trump is tough on crime. So tough that he's going to reopen the Rock. That's what one of the politicians said. Why? Why hasn't he got better things to do? Every time you turn around with major decisions that have to be made in the United States, Trump is off on some ridiculous tangent. So the president has also been attacked by Governor Newsom, and he said that Pam Bondi will reopen Alcatraz the same day Trump lets her release the Epstein file. That day will never come. How about that? The Epstein file. Who even remembers what that issue was all about? But Trump will be terrified if the Epstein files were open. So maybe that will keep him from opening Alcatraz again. There's no realistic plan to reopen it as anything that could be worthwhile. We have enough penitentiary space in this country already. So I leave you with that. Another ridiculous idea that has come to the forefront. And I guess we're going to see more and more of these ridiculous ideas as the presidency moves toward its end in 2028. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.